Hey guys, I will be a little honest. This started off as being like just a breakdown video of like the characters' abilities, and then I kind of like really thought about it. I was like, there's a lot to talk about in this trailer. So I'm gonna actually just kind of go into it and kind of watch the whole trailer and just talk about some of the things, key points, and things I kind of considered while walking through watching it again. All right, so let's get down to it. It's crazy to think that basically we've been waiting 13 years to go to this area that has never been explored yet. That's a long time.
When we chose the name of Bristol.
The name was chosen 2 years prior to its release. Kind of gives you insight on how long it can take for a Warframe to come out. So when we get a Warframe in 2027, that means they probably worked on a Warframe since 2025.
And what you saw there was just one region of Tau. That was Fornax. Our goal is to launch with 2.
Now I'm very curious. When Megan says
correct?
2 regions, I could assume it's going to work like the open world section of our worlds like Cetus, Fortuna. Like I believe that would be a region. Because she could have said planets, but she said regions. So I'm assuming when she says that, there might be like 2 different places inside of this first planet that we're on that is going to be explorable to us, since it's regions, not planets. So that's kind of interesting. Because I mean, I'm going to talk about it later, but there's multiple planets that they show in this new area.
And we have many, many plans for more after that. It is a brand new space for us to play with. We have lots of ideas for all of the different planets and all the crazy things we want to do in Tau.
Because Steel Path can't exist there.
Here we got confirmation that basically we're going to get Steel Path variant inside this region as well as them kind of building the game from the ground up basically with a whole new world. So basically this feels like Warframe 2 without
our
calling
goals
it
are
Warframe 2.
new missions with some twists on them. Like this is a whole new solar system. Tau is its entire new system.
Yeah, this particular Fornax is structured in a very different way we've never done before. Has tons of different new mission types, and then there's a second part that
I find the
we'll
world
save for later.
this new area is very interesting and
Lots of
different. We're very
surprises.
much
All right,
used to seeing the Grenier and the Corpus be at war with each other with the Infested, and then having like these monsters that they have to fight occasionally. The Corpus are like money-hungry people who enslave their own people to keep on making money off of them. Grenier are basically just kind of slave and denser servants, clones of each other that kind of continuously kind of be at war with us in the Corpus. So it's kind of interesting to see a world where it's like, if they didn't have war, then it'll just be like a normal world like us. It's very cyberpunky. Like there's drugs and hookers and gambling. Yeah, like this is very different from what I'm used to seeing in Warframe. So it's very interesting to see how this is going to be moving forward on.
Give it up for Megan who rocked that demo on her own.
Also, shout out to Megan, because Megan has gotten extremely better at playing the game since when she first started playing Warframe. So good job, Megan.
Meet Arturus and Zioa. They will awaken when they hear your calling later this year.
I know we've used these darn things in the past to go to the backlash. So also, like in the trailer, they did show us grabbing the notice from Wally, and they kind of resurface using like the water pool thingy. It's interesting to see how they're gonna play the cutscene into this, because even though we have this vessel to go to the other place, we still use the railjack to basically go to the other place that we need to go to, which is Copper. If you look closely during this whole section, you're gonna see that there's actually multiple planets inside of this solar system. I don't want to say the stupid thing, but they look like 7 to 8 if you're counting the one in the center, which could be the sun of this solar system, or it could be a planet itself. So it's not 7 to 8, then it's the 2 numbers before that. Also, some of those planets actually have multiple moons, like 2 to 3 of them. So, I mean, Lua was a place we explored on Earth moon, so it's quite possible that we might actually explore some of those moons, so it can fluctuate from 7 to 8 to 10 to 12. Something else I kind of find interesting is that Albert said none of your kin are functional, meaning that they probably had other frames or chimera frames that existed prior to him. So I wonder if later on throughout this area, we're going to obtain other BPs to rebuild some of the other ones that existed before he was the last one.
Same goes for you, doesn't it, my maker?
I kind of like how he inner monologues a lot. Kind of feel like he's breaking the law at a certain point. But at some point, when I understand the Drifter's going to probably attach to him, take control of him. So the interactions between him and the Drifter are going to be very, very interesting, probably funny. So I'm going to do a little bit of speculation here. So like, if you look closely, the eyeball, well, the window is an eyeball. So I'm wondering if the giant creature that we kind of jump inside of are we going to be taking that to Tau? Also, he says they're finally on their way. Your relatives and my friends. So I'm pretty sure he means us, relatives being other Warframes, being, you know, whatever we bring in our arsenal, and his friends being like maybe the Hex / the Drifters. So I'm wondering, how do you know we on the way? Well, then again, I guess he does have like this time travel wumbo jumbo thing going on where he kind of set things in place, so he knows that we're eventually gonna get to him because he left trickles of, hey, this is what you need to do to find me, and then now we're on our way over there. So I'm just curious as to how he knows exactly that we're on the way. Like, what do you have that told you this? Also, isn't me or this man is like giving off Tony Stark's in the middle of the desert working with scraps vibes right now? Like, look at this man. He got this like arm thingy that's kind of attached to his body that he kind of makeshift to kind of emulate his long arm and also give him another arm to kind of help him do his like tinkering and stuff like that.
So this is Briscoe, our new detective-themed Warframe. Not a proto-frame, but a chimera frame.
You know, I really would have thought that we would have got more chimera frames up to this point, because Ali V had this like whole thing where he kind of created things like Zanuka, which is basically a chimera. And he also did like the amalgams of like the Sentient mixed with Corpus as well. So like, it's kind of interesting we're now getting chimera frames. I am hoping we probably do get more chimera frames. Maybe they all talk too, so we will see. So here, he uses his first ability, which he does an animation, then he throws out a card, and then lightning strikes 2 people, up to 2. Could be more, I don't know. If they have more power strength, it's going to be multiple enemies. As far as right now, strikes 2. And it's maybe possibly the first ability, because Megan does end up using this ability a lot. So I'm going to assume the cost of it is very low.
The black rain seeps in everything. Nothing keeps it out. And when it gets in your head, this screaming starts.
Actually speaking, the Sentient is suffering from the poison dropping in the sky with just like the black rain. It kind of reminds me of the anime Dorohedro. If you know, you know. But it's basically like the black rain makes the sorcerers in their world suffer and cause them to become sick.
No firearm damage on the bodies. Only moderate users go through sprout lights. Someone just smashed their heads together. No odds up to one thing. Never play against a Brachiolis with the blue
So
map.
he talks about Bloom, which is basically a name for a drug that they use to kind of ease the pain and take off a little bit of an edge from the pain that they get from the black rain, causing them, their brains to deteriorate. Because he doesn't care. Like, once the black rain hits, you take some Bloom, you ain't got to worry about thinking about nothing. So it's kind of like weed, I guess, or maybe a little bit more like ecstasy. I don't know.
Raining hard.
Briefly here, he shoots his gun, or takes out his gun for the first time, and then when he summons the gun, it looks like every time he gets one kill, he summons a spear that shoots out lasers and attacks other enemies. This could be the innate ability of the gun, or this could be his actual ability. I can't really tell yet.
Fighting old wars over and over again. Mindless, heartless, dead.
However, if it is the gun, this is low-key about to be like one of my favorite sidearms in the game. You know, I want to briefly point out that whoever that was like, run, run! When that door slammed, it just eviscerated him. Like, all you see is a dead body just being turned to ash. I just want to point that out.
I heard of worlds where the rain made things clean. Not here in Fornax. Here the rain brings nightmares, and even the dead wake up howling.
So you've seen 2 of Briscoe's abilities. Our new Warframe shipping with Tau. But more
So
on him
Megan
another
confirms that he has only used 2 abilities up to this point. So it is quite possible that the laser shooting multiple enemies after you get the kill might actually be one of his actual abilities in his kit.
The last.
The boss man's looking for you, Briscoe.
Let's all take a digital breath here and just enjoy the ambience and the air inside this new world that we're experiencing. Why not? This man is also just smoking a doobie the whole time while he's just fighting and just killing off a bunch of these enemies. Man, he's just all forming by default.
Tolvanar, messenger boy of the Hunra, right on time. And his driver, my best buddy, Rasmus.
You're looking well, Briscoe. Real well.
Also, something to take note is whenever you're doing this demo, or actually showing more press or whatever one it is, the cutscenes to gameplay has such a smooth and fluid transition that you can barely tell that the cutscene is starting and where the gameplay ends. I kind of really appreciate it. Warframe has really came a long way.
I shall let you the docks.
You belong to the twins, Briscoe.
Come on, you cookie son! Go inside there, Briscoe.
This animation he does where he like grabs onto the enemy and shoots them into different areas quite possibly might be his 3rd ability that it showcased. I think that was okay. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Lockbox. Wonder if I've got any
I'm really wondering how these things work here. The blue box look like a Call of Duty style where like it's a randomizer. However, I wonder if it's like a new weapon you can get in the open world area, or they're just basically going to be things that come from our arsenal that they're going to place inside the box for you to get. But then again, this is a quest. I'm not sure this is going to be an active gameplay, so we're going to see when it comes out.
What the hell's wrong with you? Do you think they like beating the shit out of you every time? You know that harmless lapdog doesn't tool my children. But I'll bet we can make you.
So I'm wondering if this is going to be a repeatable boss battle, like Alec V, the Sergeant, Tilgore, etc. Or if it's just going to be just a boss battle for the quest, because I definitely would like for them to bring back bosses if this is going to be like a whole new day thing with Warframe. Or maybe they're just going to just do just story segment version. I don't know. It's very interesting to see. We're going to be at a very unique time of Warframe where we're going to see if they're going to keep everything the same or they're going to just kind of build everything brand new. Also, the background music, oh, that's nice. The music is super intuitive, like what's going on combat-wise. I like that music. I'm really wondering if you have a passive or a skill that allows bullets to auto-aim, because the shotgun shots sometimes auto-aim to the enemy. Also, Megan is going crazy during this boss battle. She's like dipping and dodging. Like, how you doing that? I know, she's going crazy. She's going crazy. She locked in. I ain't like, this sequence is really fun. Cause like, imagine getting shot at, going through a whole sequence, shooting lasers, and then at the very end of the battle, like you set yourself up for failure, standing in front of the window, and this man just hit you with a weapon. Yeah, I ain't like him. He's so cool. He's so immaculate. I might actually main him.
Did you bring the evidence that I traded my heart to the devil for power? No. There was no trade. I tore it out and burned it. That is what I do.
I don't feel like it's highly speculative to say that the Hunter might be Addis, because they're going to show a sequence after this, but it's like he's talking about how he was betrayed and how he doesn't trust easily, and he kind of gave his heart away. I think that's a figurative part, because like he used to be weak and he was betrayed, now he's powerful and fearless. So it's like cool boss sequence type transition, like Godfather type thing. So I respect it. Also, for my last two videos, I love this song that's in the background that plays when he gets into like the sentient car thingy here. Also, he uses the paraglide to fly, which is pretty cool too. But the song is 10 out of 10. I love Warframe music. They always kind of have good music.
Just passing on by, heavy-handed and playing.
Also, there's a lot of people that said would during this live stream when they saw the image of the lady who be singing the song. It's ridiculous.
Another face in the view. So you may be the winning card, but you're not winning with me. In another dimension, I could be within me. Before you go chasing shade of you from above.
He's pulling up to like the mob boss, the Hunter. I guess his base of operations. So enjoy the sequence here.
Welcome to a humble establishment.
It's kind of what I meant earlier when I was talking about how like this world that they're creating for Tao is so much more equipped and cool and more down to earth. I say down to earth, but different solar system. Like it just feels more normal. Like there's a casino, gambling, and people don't have to worry about war. They're just over there having fun and enjoying themselves. It's kind of cool. It's actually extremely cool. You can hear the crowd in the background. That's exactly how the church chat was whenever they saw their character for the first time. Heathens.
You finally made it up here, B. Take a spin to celebrate? Ooh, I see how it is. Saving up your luck for later, huh? Stay safe, okay? I miss you.
It's not personal.
That was crazy. But I do feel like his kit and our passive has something to do with something luck based. He talks about luck and gambling a little bit too much, and this whole sequence with him is all cards, gambling, slot machines. You know, when I see these gatekeepers, my first thought is like, I want to fight him. Kind of channeling my inner Goku.
Is that how you remember it?
Let me feel the sunlight.
Atis, I'm sorry, but you're dying.
Tenno? My light. You're taking it all.
You're right.
I feel like Megan's surprise gas did not make it seem any less obvious, but Addis is more than likely just the hunter. Because, I mean, even the line said, you're like, I'll take it now. Yeah, that's probably him.
In the civilized times, we tortured your kind. There's wagers on our own you can endure.
Contextually speaking, that's really fucked up, especially since these guys actually can adapt to things and survive longer. I like how his hat comes off. It's really cool, especially for like, you know, we haven't seen somebody do that since the day. Also, the dude who was like sitting at the table before, I wonder if he just got his score taken and they just left him on the table. Because dude just like brushed him to the side, like, get out of here, man. You're dead.
Warframe's first official card game for Tau.
Also,
Let the games begin.
the card game kind of seems like Phase 10, and you know. It's like a sequence of 13, mixed with a little bit of Uno, since it's like the first to whoever gets it to that point. Also, I did notice that the thing inside of Herman's hand that he's flipping around is basically like the money of their solar system, or maybe just that planet.
He has an 8.
I would say solar
He
system because
wins.
they have like different currencies, different places. So I wonder if it's going to work similar to like Hala. So like whenever you're in Halvania, you use Hala. So whenever you're over here, you can use whatever this money is called. We're always going to wonder what this man is up to whenever he's tinkering and doing stuff. He's just always doing something. But the finger that he kind of puts onto this other hand here, I wonder if it's similar to like the one that we have on our railjack. Because it kind of looked like the same shape as the finger that we use as energy resource for our ship. Really wondering. So a little bit of different format. This has been a pretty long video, I apologize, but trying to do like a breakdown because honestly there's a lot happening in that whole trailer demo was actually about 30, 23, 25-ish minutes. So kind of just wanted to kind of talk about a lot of things that we have seen up in there. If you are liking my content, please do like the video, comment if you what you're excited for most or what you like the most about the demo that we actually got. And also please do consider subscribing because it does help my channel grow. And thank you, have a great day, and catch you guys in the next one.